Hello, it's Nikki. Today I want to talk about sales calls, discovery calls, disco calls, connection calls, whatever it is that you call the call, and find ways that you can improve the likelihood that somebody is going to buy what you're selling on a sales call. Again, this is not 100%, you're not going to get 100 people and 100 yeses. Of course, it's a numbers game and you have your own conversions, but I hope that this will be helpful, especially if you've been in a state where you're like, I feel like I'm selling all the time and I'm not quite closing the sale, or like people don't quite get it, or it just feels like you need a bit of reinvigorating in this process. So number one, I want you to really consider how you set the environment and how you hold the space. We've all been to those classes, remember at school when you'd sit there and your teacher hadn't turned up and you're like, have you got a supply teacher? What's happening? Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe we're going to get sent home. There's no teacher. Brilliant. Yeah, great. And everybody's messing about and nobody's thinking about learning. And likewise, if I ever went to a yoga studio and the teacher didn't turn up, the atmosphere changes very quickly. Everybody's relaxing. Everybody's having a lovely time, just meditating and easing their way into the room. But after a while, like the heads start to pop up and people are saying, do you think anyone's coming? What's happening? Is it cancelled? Well, I didn't hear about the cancellation. I didn't get an email. Shall I just go and check my phone? Shall I talk to the reception? And very quickly, the process of creating and moving forward and having a great time is scattered. So I want you to make sure that you give yourself that time in your week, in your day, to create that environment where you can fully be there for that person. I love those yoga teachers who are like, I'm here early, the mats are out, I'm just, you're led by them. If they're relaxed, then you are as well. If you as the salesperson is relaxed, so is the client. And already if somebody, obviously things happen as well, but generally we're going for like trying to work out how we can do this. Number two, this sales call is about them. It's not about you. It's not about you saying how great you are, because hopefully, and if you haven't, come and chat to me because this is an important part of it. Hopefully people will know lots about you already. They've read your credentials. They know what you've done. They know the kind of work that you do. So you don't need to make it about you. You need to make it about them so they can forge their way through this process and really think about what they want and if this is right, and be in that state of agency of really working out whether this is going to be a fit. Also, you want people to be able to work through their own process at the end of it, almost like if you had a friend. And if they came to you with a problem and you spent the whole time just talking about how you had a similar problem, that person is coming away going, yeah, but I feel like I needed to air this bit of the problem because that bit of the problem is different from you. And now I just feel a little bit weird. So make sure that you're holding that space and it is about them. Number three, I want you to back your own product and hold the boundaries around it like it was your mother, your child, your best friend. And this sounds really weird to think of me like trying to sell my mum on the internet. I'm really not. What I mean is there are certain things that my mum would do for me and she would do for any of my friends. But there would be other things that I'd be like, she's not doing that. No. And I would hope she would do the same for me. Or like maybe my mum is not a great example. If I was thinking about my children, say, I don't know, they needed to go to extra football practice. And it's like, yeah, they can go to extra football classes to train for the cup game on Sunday, sure. But they're not staying there till 2:00 in the morning. That's what I mean. It's that so often people take their product and they put it into the hands of maybe this person they've never met. And then they're just diluting it. Well, I'll give you a discount and I'll do this and I'll add this in and whatever you want, and allowing the client to set the terms. You have to set the terms first and the boundaries, because The truth is, not every client that you have a chat with is going to be right for this thing. But you have to be in integrity. You are the common denominator with this product. You have to hold that space and that pizzazz around your product. And don't bend and flex it for anybody. Certainly not somebody you just met or somebody who's just going to ask the question. You know those people who just like try and negotiate everything just because they love the chase of it all. I want you to take care of your product and look after it. Number 4, in that sales call, we have to talk about the transformation. Because when people come to a sales call, it might feel scary. It might be the first time that somebody has said, I'm going to book a sales call with that person and I'm just going to see. Maybe the money that they're thinking about is the most amount of money they've ever spent on that thing before. Maybe it's their first foray. I'm just thinking about my own business, first foray into self-development. And they've got a husband or a friend or a mother or all these people like, what are you doing that for? Is it a pyramid scheme? Is she a witch? What was happening? There's always all sorts of things going behind. And there are some people that know also there's a part 2 of this. There's a transformation on the other side. And they're willing to do the work. And they want to have a go. And they might be the first of their family. And they're getting ready. They're ready to do it. It's almost like if you are the first one in your family to do a marathon and none of your family have ever run and they're not runners and we've never been runners and all of that sort of stuff, but you know that you quite like to do a marathon. The thing is that you, in that scenario, you want a coach who can say a marathon is possible. I have run 17 marathons and I can help you in that process. That's not why people come to me, by the way. I absolutely cannot help you to run a marathon. And I have no qualifications in running. But we have to show the transformation. And sometimes you just need somebody else to say, yeah, it's possible. I've helped other clients do that. This is what's happened. These are the tricky bits. This is the difficulty. But this is going to be great. This is really going to work out well for you. Number 5, I want you to really listen and hold the space for more questions. So you never want somebody to leave the session and you've just driven it and you've just talked the whole way and then they go away and then it's like, I don't know what to do. You want to be in that dialogue, in that conversation where they get excited and then they're saying, but so what would happen if this? Okay, and can you just tell me a little bit more about this? You want to be in that back and forth because this is the point where you're maybe going to begin this relationship, maybe going to begin this working relationship together. So I would love to know what has come up for you and also to support you further. Inside your digital disco, there is a whole module all about discovery calls and how to make them work for you. It's not a script. It's really delving into your own business and how you want to sell it and how you want to feel good selling it. So I would love to help and support you in there. There are 3 ways to join that. There's an online course and the other 2 options have one-on-one support on top too. I hope that's been useful. I'll see you next time. Bye.